Welcome back to SOG TV, guys. It's been a minute actually. Yeah, I think it's been like a week and a half since I last posted like a long form video. But point being, I'm back for another video, and I figured this is a good video to upload today just because it's been relevant in my life. And I've been getting back into reading books with a lot more like focus and like eagerness. And guys, let me tell you, books are a cheat code. They're literally a cheat code. Most people in today's world don't read books. Most people today don't even read. So like, dude, if you can sit down and just have the subtle focus of just reading 10 pages a day, it'll change your life. I guarantee you it'll change your life. And it's a win-win. At the end of the day, books expand your knowledge, your awareness. They'll teach you a lot of things about yourself. It'll teach you a lot about the world that you're living in. It'll teach you a lot about your journey, your grind. And it benefits everybody who gets in conversation with you as much as you're benefiting from it. You know, like you take a girl out on a date, you can start talking about so much more than like, I went out with my boys. Like, I like to watch football. Like, dude, okay, cool. Like, yeah, but start talking about things that are way more in depth. You know, they have more character, more charisma, you know, and you'll get that from books. I have 3 books that are absolute game changers out of my entire stack of books that I've been reading these last like year and a half. These 3 have been game changers. They helped me shape my mind when it comes to having a winning attitude, being a masculine man, having awareness about what it means to be a man, what it means to be like a successful entrepreneur, what it means to be a powerful, dominant, loving man in a relationship. You can tell by the theme here that these are really intended towards young men or men in general. If you're a girl, feel free to still get these books and read them. You're just gonna up your awareness about, in a sense, like the mindset and the ways of a man, like a masculine thought process, a masculine dynamic. First book, and I have to put this one out there before the other 2 because, oh my God, like this book has been a game changer. If you're a young man in today's world, you need to read this book. It's not even, I suggest, no. Like, you need to read this book. It has brought me so much clarity and awareness on just today's world. That sounds so vague, but guys, we could probably tell, you know, like just in the current climate of things, like how sensitive the world is. You could probably tell how manipulated most people seem to come off as just from their media consumption. The agendas that are being pushed, that have been pushed these last couple of years, you know, like cancel culture, whatnot. The America, or like the Western world that we live in today, is extremely polarized, it's extremely charged, but not in a positive manner. It's lacking patriotism, and it's in a very heightened sense of chaos and confusion. So this book really breaks it all apart, and it talks to you about really the dynamics of what's going on in today's world, why it's so necessary for you to be a strong man in today's world, how the world itself needs you. It really does need you, me, like any guy that's willing to step up to the plate. Guys, it's just a phenomenal eye-opener. It's not for anybody who's sensitive, and the book says it off the rip. You know, it's like, if you're soft, if you're sensitive, you're gonna hate the damn book just because you can't take criticism. You're not open to expanding your awareness. So I'm assuming if you're watching self-improvement videos, and you're open to the idea of expansion and awareness and growth. So please do yourself a massive favor and read that book. Words really can't even explain the amount of like power and impact and clarity this book provides. So book number 2. Guys, if you want to read a book that gets you absolutely charged, puts you in the right frame of mind to win, that right there is the way to go. This is written by a guy who's coached Michael Jordan. He was his personal trainer. He's worked with Kobe. He's worked with other, big NBA athletes and businessmen and whatnot, throughout his career. He's very well versed in the idea of tapping into like a winner's mindset. Again, it's not meant for somebody who's sensitive and soft, because he will lay it down on you. For somebody like me, somebody like you who's looking at improving themselves, tapping into untapped potential, you need to read this book. And it forces you to think in a manner that is not, engulfed in self-pity and I feel so bad about myself because I went through this and that. No, he's like, no. He's like, if you want to win, this is what you're going to want to do. This is how you're going to want to think. This is how you're going to want to act. Fantastic book. These books, guys, you can read them once and you'll find a lot of value from it, but you have to read them again, and possibly a third time, and maybe even more. But the more times you read them and the more you soak in that energy and the information that's being provided to you, guys, you're going to be far ahead of the pack. Most of the world doesn't even read a single page ever. So if you can sit down and actually read 10 pages a day of a book like this, or any of these books I'm showing you, dude, you're going to be so far ahead of the game mentally, awareness, everything. No competition. Book number 3. This, my friends, it's an interesting one. The spiritual side of things, in a sense, he really breaks it open as far as male-female dynamics. Guys, if you're in a relationship and you don't know why your girl is acting the way she does, you don't know how you can up your game, you want to read this book. Even if a guy like I'm single, guys, right? I'm single, and I learned so much about what it means to be a man and masculine feminine dynamics, and I know one too many people in my life, and I've been in the position myself where I'm like, dude, I just can't understand these girls. Like, I can't understand this chick. I don't know why she's talking to me this way. I don't know why she's acting this way. Guys, us as men and women, like men, women, we're different. So the way we think as men, you can't expect the way that a woman thinks. That's not a knock on women. We're just inherently different. Dynamic between the two, that polarity between the two, is what creates a beautiful relationship, right? What we lack as men, women provide us. And what women lack, us as men, we provide them. And it's that synergy that really creates like a loving, lasting bond. And for you to understand that synergy, you're gonna need to up your awareness as a whole of, what is my position in a relationship, or between like a woman as a man, and vice versa. So, phenomenal book. So those are my top 3 books at this moment, guys. I'm probably gonna make another video down the road as far as like business, or what other like personal development topics we could talk about. But as far as a young man, these 3 books are must reads. You need to read them. They are absolutely killer in every single way, and it attacks some of the most important dynamics of our lives. Women, societal, like the world that we live in, the environment we're trying to grow in, and what it means to be a winner. How do you succeed in today's world? So that's all I've got for you today, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. My goal really here is to post at least once a week minimum, so just hang tight with me, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the little bell notification, please. Help support me so I can support you guys. I always have to remind myself to say that. So love every single one of you guys. Stay grinding, stay growing. I will catch you guys soon.